the life out of me. So I said, do you want me as I am? And they said, yes, we want it normal and natural. So here we are. I haven't been long at the QTH, just over the 18 months, so the aerials are not outside yet. But I've had extremely good results, apart from the wife's DX downstairs on the TV, which it clobbers, on the HB9 CV, one for 2 metres, as you can see here, revolved by the Armstrong method. It's done very, very well indeed, with 10 watts in, or just over 10 watts from the FT221, which is multi-mode, as you probably know. My best is, of course, the Continent, which is due east from the front of the house here, which is due east. We were about 260 ASL, or so I'm told, and the best contact in that direction, which is obviously due west, is a 5 and 5 from GW, which I've just got the card in from via the Bureau this week, so that pleased me. Done very, very well indeed, except the RF bounces around the house and clobbers the telly. We've also on the other side 70 SEMS. 70 SEMS, of course, I've only got 1 watt out from the 790, so the best from here has been an 8/8 laid on the bench, 8/8 aerial that is, laid on the bench, and it's to old Mike Dormer at 3DAH in Herne Bay, so that wasn't a bad contact at all with the 1 watt rig. The 790R, bit disappointed with 70 really, because it's a very, very quiet band at times, drives me up the wall. In fact, if I'd have had the rig pinched within a couple of weeks of buying it, I wouldn't have replaced it, because it's a funny old band. Getting a contact is really almost a phone job. I'm due to retire quite shortly, so I thought I'd have another band. I wouldn't worry about CW to get a full call. In fact, I've sold the HF Band's rig, which was brand new in a box, in order to buy 70 SEMS and become operational 70. It's a fantastic band when there's anybody about. To get somebody about, to my mind, is almost more technical than getting it. For 2 metres, of course, the 2 metre rig is the FT221. Marvellous. Marvellous rig. Never been a moment's trouble since I bought it off a dustbin. It wasn't one of his cheaper models, I must admit, but it's been very good, and both Dustbin EWR and myself used one, and we found them very, very good. Marvellous reports, speech quality, and of course all the reports really that you get are due to the Japanese technology and not English technology, unfortunately, except the area, which is, as I say, pleased me greatly. So all we've got on top of that is the FRG7 for HF bands listening. A tea interval with a biscuit and general view of the shack now. So we've got the 221, the older model, which is, as I said before, has been very, very good to me. Averagely, I suppose, one of the best multi-mode rigs made for the money. And the 790R, which is 1 watt out, multi-mode again for 70 SEMS. This device is a lash up to the HB9 CV indoor aerial. Nothing much doing on 70 with it, but we hope to get a tonner out. I've got a 19 element tonner for 70 and a 9 element tonner for 2 metres, which we hope to put on the pole, which put some brackets outside of this house wall here and lead my aerials through the ventilator there, so we've got a reasonably short run for both aerials. Should be about, I should say, 10 metres, I suppose, to the top of the aerial. I've got a 4 metre pole, a rotator and a stub mast, so it just pokes above the roof line, I hope, having gin the neighbours up that they might have an aerial crashing down. It's very, very open here. It's, as I said before, it's due north, and is line of sight to Shooters Hill. That way I can see the water tower there, so when it blows up here, it really blows. It's blown fences down several times, my neighbour's fences, luckily not mine. But it's a bit frightening at times. I'm wondering how to guide the aerial actually without getting onto the roof, or raise my hat to a neighbour and use the shared chimney stacks where I can do the whole job with a shorter aerial mast and of course a bit firmer. So for long QSOs, now this hasn't been specially put there, but last week I had a bit of a cough, so I invested in a bottle of cough syrup. But it's useful on long QSOs because apart from the ex-QSOs, which are hello and goodbye, I do like a chat to them, as G3DCC, G6INU, EWO, etc. will tell you that we often have quite long chats, and my thing is to try and meet as many of the local hams as I can and scrounge a cup of tea off of them and look at their rig. For instance, I go round to Ted's G3DCC. If he's on the tapes that will be shown at the club, you can see what a good shag looks like. It's absolutely immaculate, of course, as you'll probably see.
To interview Glyn, GKKI, to come and show us his radio shack. So I'm going to knock on his door and see if he's in. Stand out of the way of the light, seeing it's late at night, you're expecting. Oh,
hello. You're a bit early, aren't you?
Well, just a little. We decided to
hello.
come.
What's all this?
We decided to come and take some pictures of your radio shack.
No, not tonight. I don't think. No, it's not really suitable.
Oh, but it is suitable.
Buggers.
We've decided to come and take some pictures of your radio shack. So you don't mind letting us in now, do you?
No, I don't know. Have I got any choice?
No.
You've got to come in then.
Right then. Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome to my radio shack. Unfortunately you catch me in between two shacks. This was my shack, but it's now become the computer room and work room, as I've fortunately had another shack built on the back of my garage, which you may see later on. It's not a lot better than this one, but it is mine. As you can see, there's not a lot of radio equipment, but I do have my trusty handheld, which I purchased in America at the same time as I did my hat.
Well, that was very interesting, Glenn. Thank you very much. Would you like to show us the computer?
Well, as you can see, I've got my BBC computer and my daisy wheel printer, and this is going to be put to good use, we hope, to the benefit of the club members, as in conjunction with Graham, the editor, I'm hoping to produce the final copy of QUA, so you can look forward, hopefully, to an improved quality QUA.
But we've come here early in November to do this interview with Glyn, and it's about 11 o'clock at night. We've just had a committee meeting here, and we're being absolutely blinded by the light for the camera. So Glyn and I can hardly see the camera, and we're hoping we're actually talking to it. Anyway, we've come out into Glyn's shack here in the back garden, and well, it's not very big. It's sort of about 6 foot square or so. I think he's going to show us what he's got to show us here in this shack here. Where you go, Glyn?
Now this is the new shack, which was built at great expense, so I could be thrown out of the house. As you can see, I haven't settled in quite yet, but I have got lots of space, lots of cupboards, and lots of room for myself, if only I could get myself organised. I shouldn't really admit it, but the shack has been built for 2 years.